Hey, so this is the last example for section 1.3, example 5 here. And it wants us to graph and order all these real numbers. So it gives us all kinds of numbers, 3.5, negative 2.1, square root of 9, negative 7 over 2, and square root of 5. So we want to compare these. So the best way to compare these is to turn them into decimals like 3.5 and 2.1. Okay, so let's turn all these into decimals. So I'm going to work on the square root of 9 right here. Square root of 9 is 3. So that one was easy. Let's hold off on 7 over 2 for a second. Let's do square root of 5. Square root of 5 is in between 2 squared, let's see, 2 squared equals 4, and 3 squared equals 9. So it's really close to 2. Do you see that? So the square root of 5 is probably about 2.1. Okay, now let's do negative 7 over 2. 7 over 2, that's the same thing as saying 2 divided by 7. So how many times does 2 go into 7? 2, 4, 6, 3 times. And then 3 times 2 equals 6, and we get 1 left over. Put the 0, and then this goes into 10. 2 goes into 10 5 times. Okay, so this equals negative 7 over 2 equals negative 3.5. Okay, so now that we converted these other numbers into decimals, now we can compare them. So it says order them from least to greatest and put them on the number line. Let me put them on the number line real quick. So it's 3.5. Then we got negative 2.1. Then we got square root of 9, which is 3. And then we have negative 7 over 2, which is negative 3.5. Here, let me start labeling these. 7 over 2, negative 2.1. Then we had the square root of 9. Then we had 3.5. Okay, last one is square root of 5, which is 2.1. So this was square root of 5. Okay, so now we need to order these from least to greatest. So we just write them in order. So we got negative 7 over 2. So we got that one. Now let's do this one, negative 2.1. Then let's do square root of 5. Then square root of 9. And last but not least, 3.5. Woo! That was a toughie but a goodie. So that's example 5. If you have any questions, make sure you get some help. If you're good on all this stuff, then go ahead and take the quiz and then move on to the next section.